Hello, dear learners. Today we are going to start with the part 3 for theory or principle behind the National Immunization Program, which is the extension of experiment number 1 from social pharmacy. So, here in part 3, we are going to understand the purpose behind the National Immunization Program, why it was designed, what was the intention, what all diseases are covered under NIP, okay, and what all vaccines are being administered. All these information we are going to talk about. So, to start with the theory, a national immunization program, that is NIP, it is a component of ministries of health. Why? Because it is charged with the preventing diseases, disability and death from vaccine preventable diseases in children as well as adults. Through this NIP, one can go for, like, one can get benefited towards the prevention of disease, any of the disease, like say for example now COVID vaccine. Now this was the mass vaccination. What was the purpose behind that? Once you get vaccinated, the advantage is that the spread of infection can be prevented to other by protecting yourself too at the same time. मतलब खुद तो protection मिलता ही है, but we can prevent the spread of infection through us, which was possible if it was the case when we were not vaccinated. But vaccination होने के बाद oneself gets protected as well as others are also be benefited from that, as well as any disability, say for example OPV, okay, oral polio vaccine. It prevents us not only from the attack of virus but from the disability too, okay, or death even, okay, from the vaccine preventable diseases. Like if there is a vaccine, then why to take a risk for all these things? So National Immunization Program, it is a government program. Since it's a government program, many of these vaccines are available at very cheaper rate or even free of cost in like government primary healthcare centers and hospitals, etc. Okay, so since it's a government program, it operates within the framework of overall health policy. Immunization, which is also known as vaccination. For example, National Immunization Program itself is a national vaccination program, because immunization is nothing but to get vaccine, that is vaccination, which will help us to protect from getting infectious disease. When you get vaccinated, you help others as well, as we discussed just now, okay, and these are very safe, okay. Once it is much safer to get a vaccine than an infectious disease. मतलब disease होने से अच्छा है one can get vaccinated and one can have the maximum protection. Since even after the vaccination one suffers from any disease, then also the symptoms will be very milder. So what all these immunization programs are there which have been designed and which have been evolved over the last few decades by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? So we are going to talk about few of the programs which I have enlisted over here. Like the very first is, it is EPI, which is nothing but Expanded Program of Immunization, which was started in 1978, but it could have only urban reach. Okay, so this was the problem. Then the next one was UIP, that is Universal Immunization Program, which was started in 1985. During this program, the capacity of the production of vaccine was increased, since the need is more like the what you can say, except urban areas, like leaving behind the urban areas where it could reach very properly, to cover more districts also, villages, even small villages also, the capacity of vaccine production was increased. Then, though through the vaccine capacity production, many more districts were covered under this UIP program, and along with that, even a cold chain was established at various places. Like, say for example, if one is thinking of to go for the villages coverage, okay, then one should have the cold chain even at the smallest primary healthcare center too. Okay, so the cold chain was established for the storage of vaccine. As we all know that vaccines storage, they need the specific temperature. So there are various what you can say, cold cabinets you can call for the storage of the vaccine at various levels, like district level the storage capacity and the what you can say cold chain instruments are different. Okay, the equipments which they are using for the storage. Okay, so these are different. Then like primary healthcare center, the requirement is different. Okay, district level the requirement is different, like that. Then the technology mission on immunization, that is TMI, again the next immunization program, it started immediately in 1986, wherein during the implementation of this, infants in the age group 0 to 12 months were included. Okay, then the next is CSSM, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood, started in 1992 to include the safe motherhood along with the immunization. Like if we will see the US policies, they focus more on the health of the mother as well as child. Why? Because they are child's children, they are the future generations. Okay, so first we need to make them safe, then the mothers through whom the nutrition is going to get provided, and again the children numbers, like say the spacing between the children's. Okay, to get a proper nutrition, the first child should get a proper nutrition, and all these concepts were evolved. Mother care concept. Okay, then child nutrition. So this is very important aspect. So in 1992 the CSSM started with the safe motherhood along with the immunization. Then immediately next in 1997 the RCH program was started, which is nothing but reproductive child health program, which was more comprehensive, having more comprehensive coverage to the CSSM. Then in 2005 the NRHM, that is all you might be aware with this name, very much aware, National Rural Health Mission, was started in 2005 to make the most comprehensive program to include the all aspects of immunization to health of mother and the child. Again, mother and the child are focused. So this is a summary you can say. Okay, these are various immunization programs, the year, their purpose, like for example EPI, okay, expanded program of immunization, UPI, universal immunization program, okay, and so on. So these are the short forms. Okay, child survival, safe motherhood, okay, then reproductive child health, National Rural Health Mission, and all. So these are the different years wherein they have started, and the purpose, like TMI for infants, wherein the infants included. Okay, then NRHM, the mother and the child was focused. Okay, so this is the summary. Next we will see the program consists of what all diseases. Okay, so if you look into the diseases, these are the diseases. It gives coverage to these 12 diseases. Okay, like TB, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, polio. Okay, then measles, hepatitis, diarrhea, Japanese encephalitis, rubella, pneumonia. Okay, pneumococcal diseases, pneumonia and meningitis. Okay, so these are various diseases wherein it gives the protection about this communicable diseases. So these diseases are covered in the immunization program, and not only these diseases, we get the protection from, like we get the vaccine. Okay, those were the diseases covered, and these are the vaccines now. So this program includes these vaccines for that particular 12 diseases. So first one is, it is BCG to protect against the TB, okay. Then diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, which is a combined vaccine which gives protection against all these, okay. Then OPV, which is a oral polio vaccine. Then measles, hepatitis B, TT vaccine, okay. Japanese encephalitis, and then HIB, that is a pentavalent vaccine it is there. So it is a combination of, herein you can see DPT plus hepatitis B plus HIB. मतलब क्या, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus plus hepatitis B plus Haemophilus influenzae B. This is a pentavalent vaccine, okay, which gives the protection against all these 5 diseases, okay. So these are the vaccines which are covered in the universal immunization program. So this hepatitis B and pneumococcal vaccines are included in this universal immunization program currently in 2007 and 2017, okay. This immunization is countrywide for encephalitis and meningitis or pneumonia, which is available in selected districts with high disease burden. तो पर्पस क्या है ये इम्यूनाइजेशन शेड्यूल का? प्रोटेक्शन देना है इन्फेंट्स को, चिल्ड्रंस को, बाय प्रोवाइडिंग इम्यूनिटी अर्ली इन द लाइफ बिफोर दे आर एक्सपोज टू पोटेंशियली लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग डिजीजेस. मतलब इन्फेंट्स जो होते हैं एंड चिल्ड्रंस, उनके एज में जो वैक्सीन दिए जाते हैं, why, what is the intention? To provide protection against the potentially life threatening diseases. So this is the main purpose of this program, wherein one can protect, okay. So we are going to talk about the 2 immunization programs. One is the immunization program for infants, and the another one is national immunization program for children and adults, okay. So these 2 programs in detail we are going to cover in the next part, okay. So this is a general introduction, okay, wherein in earlier discussion also we have seen that many years tak, matlab vaccine once it is taken, it can the effect can, or the protection which is developed can last longer for many years, since the immunological memory is present in this case, okay. And one is able to stop the disease in most of the cases, and even if the disease occurs, the symptoms will be very milder, okay, if the person is vaccinated. So for some vaccines, like in the types of vaccines, if you will go to part 1, you can get the description about that. The inactivated vaccine, live vaccines are there. So again, inactivated vaccines, since they are milder, so they need the booster dose, okay. So in case of some vaccines, the booster doses are given for the protection at the specified ages, okay. So for example, कैसे होता है, various vaccines gives the best protection to the children when they are given at the right age and in the required number of doses. So इसका example हम लोग क्या दे सकते हैं? The polio which is being eradicated now, it is all of you might be knowing that the 2 boondi zindagi ki is given below the age of children to the 5 years of age, okay. So ये क्या होता है? That is the specific time, okay. And the routine immunization as well as campaigns are also being carried out, as you might have seen, all of you might be knowing this, okay. So similarly, the number of doses is also determined by the level of protection which is required to prevent the serious infection, okay. So booster doses are given at particular age also. So this is nothing but the brief introduction, wherein the vaccines which are available in the country are licensed by the DCGI, that is Drug Controller General of India, okay. And it ensures the maximum protection against the diseases which can be prevented through the administration of the vaccine, okay. So this one, once we understand this, being a pharmacist, it's our duty to inform our customers or to guide them if the query is from the customer side, okay. So with this, we finish with the introduction or the theory behind the national immunization program, which was the introduction to various national immunization programs. We also have various like YouTube channel, website, Instagram page, Facebook you can visit to them. Okay, we also have the membership, paid membership through join button starting from 29 rupees per month. Okay, so one can visit to the YouTube channel and one can go through that. Then the website, you will get the comprehensive notes which are uploaded on many of the subjects of the pharma. Okay, so you can go through our website also, which are available at free of cost, like no charges are required. So once you can visit and you can go through the notes. Thank you.